Yo, what is going on, brothers? It's your dude, Mr. International Passport. What's going on, brothers, man? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Press one in the live stream chat. Press one in the live stream chat. Omega says, hi, IP. I just signed up for the Python course. What are the next steps, bro? I'm going to reach out to you on Patreon. Remember, class begins on the 26th of January. Okay. So I'll be reaching out to you very soon, bro. Okay. But well done there, bro, for signing up for the course. And I look forward to teaching you, bro. Okay. It's going to be a great course. So press one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, man. Woo! I've been meaning to do the stream for a minute, brothers, man. Lord, let's get it, man. Delvin Justin in the building. Who else is here in the building, man? Can y'all hear me, bro? Can y'all hear me, brothers? Okay. Press one in the chat. Who else is in the building, man? Let me know. Okay. Let me know who's in the building. Press A1 in the chat. Awesome. Okay. So before I speak on any other words, okay, I know y'all waiting on the Japan, Spain, and Munich streams. They are coming on the Twitch and the Kick platform. Don't worry. I'm going to get it done either this month, minimum, or next month. Okay, but it's coming very soon. I got a lot to say about Japan. Okay, so hold on there. It's coming. I ain't forgot. And I want the gospel to you, brothers, man. Okay, it's coming. All right, it's coming. All right. So, but make sure you follow me on Twitch and Kick, because it will only be streaming on Twitch and on Kick. Okay, I want to use those platforms a lot more. Okay, so make sure you follow me on those platforms too. So who's here, man? I see Ozzy in the building. I see Anthony in the building. Olai Femai in the building. Awesome. Ali also in the building, man. Awesome. So let's get straight into it, okay? Special announcement first, okay? First and foremost, again, go and join my Python course. If you go on my Patreon, okay, there's a tier called the Ultimate Python tier, okay? The Ultimate Python course, January 2025, okay? That is part of the agenda for me to teach you brothers Python, okay? So y'all gotta make sure you sign up, because we're playing no games this year, okay? There's a Patreon there. You go and sign up. Limited spots. I only teach a select number of people every year. Okay, if you miss out, you miss out. Okay. Want to say shout out to the bro, my former students, my former Python students, Sid, and Theo's former cloud students, for getting his first ever IT job as a senior cloud engineer, earning that big paper on his first ever IT job. I taught him Python, Theo taught him cloud. He put both together, put his CV out there. Now his first ever IT job is a senior cloud engineer role. We're making moves out here, brothers, man. And either you get with us or you will get left behind, because we're not playing no games here on this channel. Okay. So aside from that, throughout tonight, I'm gonna need you brothers to support IP and the movement. So please hit the super chats if you have any questions or you want to support in general. Hit the PayPal too. Okay. Remember, PayPal takes limited cuts. Every super chat you send, YouTube takes a 45% cut. PayPal doesn't take as much as a cut. Okay, so if you can support on the PayPal, that'd be greatly appreciated by a question or supporting. So I've dropped part 1 and part 2 of the raw, explicit, unfiltered intel about Ukrainian women, and we have part 3 and part 4, maybe part 5 dropping this week or next week. Remember, the Ukraine recording for Patreon was 5 hours long. I had to break it down. So part 1, part's already out. Part 3, 4/5 will come very soon on the Patreon, and that'll be the Ukraine woman explicit, raw, unfiltered intel. Because Ukraine is probably going to open up soon, I think, as you know, they want to end the war, and a lot of women there. They need men out there. They need men out there in Ukraine. They're thirsty for men. That's what the brother told me on Patreon. The women there need men. So you need to know how to get down in the bedroom with Ukrainian chicks. Okay? You need to know how freaky they are in the bedroom, bro. And these Ukrainian women, brother, are freaky. Only on the Patreon. Also, DR Patreon recording is also on the Patreon too. And I've got a new country that I recorded this week with a brother. A new country. It's going to shock you. We have the Patreon coming and the YouTube live stream coming this week. New country. Okay. It's going to shock you brothers, man. And that's open hidden gem too. So if you love white women, if you love dark hair, tan skin, white woman, then this country right here is untouched and they want a black man. They are waiting for brothers. Okay. So Patreon and live stream coming. I'm putting in work for you brothers, man. It's only 10th of January. And look how much work I'm doing for you brothers, man. Okay. Make sure you please subscribe to the channel. You support the movement. You cop the merch too. Get you a hoodie, get you a t-shirt, get you something, man, to support IP and the movement, man. I'm putting a lot of work for you brothers, okay? So let's get straight into it, okay? We are in 2025, okay? And we are going to set the agenda for this year. Every year where there's a new year, okay, I always have these streams, okay? Because we're not playing no games here as Passport Bros. We need to be building, 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 and building, okay? So I'm going to set the agenda for this year that brothers should follow, okay? Now, I can't tell you what to do, but on my end, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, and I've set my plans and my agenda for this year, okay? So the first agenda of 2025 that Passport Bros should follow is Python, okay? You want to do my Python course, okay? You want to use Python and leverage it to success in IT. So let me share my screen over here and let me show you just how Python can change your life, okay? So you can see here, right? Python. Why learn Python? Find the top 10 reasons, okay? You know, I know Python. I love Python. Python changed my life. It also changed the life of a brother that I was mentoring literally last year. He took Theo's course. He took my course. He's called Sid. His first ever IT job, senior cloud engineer. And you know they pay crazy money for a senior cloud engineer, bro. That could be you, okay? So number one, career opportunities and salary, okay? Yes, you want to learn Python for your career opportunities. Because if you know cloud, such as AWS, that's cool. But if you also know Python too, you're increasing your skill set to give you more opportunities and more doors will open for you. Okay? You want to do that, brothers. And you can see here, right? Python language provides several job opportunities and promises high growth with huge salary prospects. Some of the big and renowned companies that use Python for their development are Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, IBM, Google, NASA, YouTube, and a lot more, bruv. A lot more. So learning Python could give you access to these companies or other bigger companies. Okay? Start thinking big, bro. And that's why I have my Python course where you can join it and I teach you Python from beginners to intermediate. That is part of our agenda in 2025. We're not walking away from IT because IT will give us freedom, a strong career choice, remote jobs, hybrid. Not only is it working for you in the US, but they also use Python in many other countries, in Japan, in South Korea, in the Middle East, in Germany. Okay, so these are skill sets that I'm teaching you, right, to take abroad or leverage anywhere you want it to be. Okay. And it says here, right, the demand for Python programming is increasing dramatically by the year. So every year, Python keeps getting a lot of demand. You can see here, it is the number one language, right? The number one language in terms of demand, bro. Python, Java, JavaScript, C Sharp, etc., etc., etc. Python number one. So I'm teaching you the number one language in the world, bro. And now look at the salaries here. Okay, if you were to go on to become a full-time developer, you could end up earning $92,000 a year, bro. And that's the average. That's the average salary, bro. On the low end, 60K. On the high end, as you can see here, 137K, bro. And that's why Python has to be on your agenda in 2025, bro. You take my Python course, you take Theo's cloud course. Yes, sir. You're on your way to opening doors for you. No games being played here, bro. Okay. Python also applies to data science. Yes, indeed. And not just data science, but AWS cloud, cybersecurity. Okay. These are all high paying fields. So no one's saying here you must be a full-time Python developer. You can learn Python to a certain level and apply that Python knowledge to data science, another incredible career field. Okay. Then you have Python applying to machine learning, another big booming career field. Machine learning, AI, bro. And you know AI is the future, and Python is very much involved in AI. That's the agenda in 2025. You guys doing my Python course, where I teach you Python from nothing to an intermediate level, and then I tell you how you can actually use your Python skill set. I give you all the resources at the end of the course. Hey, bro, do that course next. Hey, bro, get that book next. I know what I'm doing here, bro. I know what I'm doing here. Python applies to scripting and automation. Yes, indeed. So imagine you being a cloud engineer, right? And you know how to, and you show employers that you can actually automate workloads and workflows using Python. That will put you ahead of someone that only knows AWS or cloud or something within cybersecurity. But then you know Python and you can apply that Python skill set for automation. And that saves time, that saves effort. That is what employers want, bro. And it's easy to learn Python, bro. It's easy. I'll show you it's easy when you do my course. Okay. Then we have, right? There's also an active community here with Python. Again, it's one of the most popular languages ever, bro. Currently, many people use it. It's also easy to use. Yes, bro. And in my course, brothers, I'll make it even easier for you to learn, bro. It's a simple syntax. It's very easy to understand. It's not hard, bro, because I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you, brothers. My teaching, okay? My teaching, right, is the best. Is the best, bro. Now it says here, right? Okay. Look at that. What is the future of Python? Python's future is robust as it continues to dominate in AI, data science, web development, and automation, ensuring sustained relevance and demand across diverse industries worldwide. Cloud as well, cybersecurity, automation. Bro, you can use Python in many different areas in IT. Okay. Then it says here, can I get a job if I know Python? Absolutely. Python's proficiency is a valuable asset in today's market, offering plentiful opportunities in software development, data analysis, machine learning, and more. It's widespread use across industries, ensure high demand for skilled Python developers, making it a lucrative skill to possess, right? So you don't have to become a Python developer and engineer. You can learn Python to a certain level and take your Python knowledge and skill set to cloud and apply it to cloud, apply it to AWS, apply it to something in cybersecurity, apply it to something in data analysis or data science. This is where the future's heading, brothers, man. So if you want to be a passport, bro, if you want to be an efficient passport, bro, and get yourself out of the West or earn income, to take that income and invest in assets and travel all around the world, Python can help that. Theo's course can help that, brothers. Powerful things are happening in the background, bro. Don't miss out on this, man. Get the skill set. Let me teach you. Let me teach you, brothers. Okay? So that's number one in our agenda, Python. Doing the Python course. Because there'll be a time where I want to step back and chill, bro. I do a lot of work. I do full-time job. I do the channel. I teach you brothers Python, right? I give you brothers content. I'm giving you brothers the motivation to keep on pushing yourself to make sure that you can believe in yourself, brothers. And my former students love my course, bro. No one speaks bad about my course. The way I teach it, very easy, bro. And that skill set is with you for life, brothers. Okay? So that's the first agenda on the list. Okay? The second one, okay, the second agenda on the list, okay, is, you can see here, right, cryptocurrency. Okay? This year, 2025, is the year of the crypto bull run. And over the past several months, early last year, I've been doing streams on crypto. I've been getting people like Roel to drop that crypto game for you, brothers. Okay? I've been getting Roel to get that crypto intel for you, brothers, man. And the year has come, 2025. Brothers and passport bros cannot miss out on the crypto opportunity. Crypto must be part of our agenda, because crypto will open a lot of doors for us, generate income for us, for business, for traveling, for investments. Remember, for me, I think 5 years ahead. I think 10 years ahead, brothers. I just don't think about now, bro. I just don't think about now, brothers. And 2025 is the year we've been waiting for the crypto bull run. And that's why on my Patreon, right, I have dropped intel on currencies, on crypto, and they have done well. And I'll be dropping more intel on crypto and stocks. So again, join the Patreon, be a part of the international passport ecosystem. We have a mini group chat in our Patreon, bro, where we discuss stocks, crypto. It's there, brothers. And I'm doing the research for you to post on the stock, to post on the Patreon, brothers. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Okay? I can only give my opinion. But crypto is the agenda. This is the year of crypto, the year of the crypto bull run. This is it, brothers. We've reached that level. And we've been telling you, brothers, DCA. Now, if you took my Python course early last year, got your first IT job a few months after, took Theo's course as well, okay, you could have, right, been earning income throughout 2024, DCAing into crypto and stocks, particularly cryptos that the brothers like Roel have mentioned on my channel, and they've all popped off, bro. The ones I posted in my Patreon have all popped off. We out here putting in the research for you, man. How many free streams on the channel? On literally every country on planet Earth, bro. Crypto streams, stock streams. We give you that intel, bro. So so no one can ever say that IP ain't putting work for brothers, for passport bros. I put in a lot of work for passport bros, cuz I put in a lot of work. And I've been setting the agenda since last year. I mentioned cryptocurrency last year, and I gave you streams. I gave you Patreon content on currency. Now we have reached that point. We've reached it. 2025 is the year of cryptocurrency. And that's part of our agenda that we cannot ignore. Okay? What crypto should you invest in? What crypto should you look into? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've got content on my Patreon, and I'll be dropping more crypto and stock intel on my Patreon. Come speak with us, bro. Come speak with us, bro. Come. What, bro? Why are you scared, man? If you're scared, bro, go to church. Because 2025, I ain't playing no games, cuz. 2025, I ain't playing no games, cuz. Leave the negative thoughts behind in 2024. We in a new year, cuz. We in a new year, mofo. It's a year of blessings. It's a year of joy. It's a year of progress. It's a year of only going up, bro. Python course, crypto. Okay, let's get it cracking, cuz. Let's get it cracking, bruv. We here, cuz. Okay? We cannot forget about crypto. It must be a part of our agenda. Because when it hits, when it runs, oh yeah. You're gonna remember what IP said. So don't you ever ignore crypto. And there'll be more crypto streams, more crypto videos, more stock videos, more videos on finances on this channel, bro. I'm gonna give you the whole playbook to get it. So that's the crypto part done. Okay. Now let's talk about foreign women. This year is a year where brothers must indulge only in foreign women. This is a year where if brothers are dating a Western woman right now, I want brothers to dump their Western woman. I know that's a crazy statement right there, but we're not going back to dating Western chicks anymore. It's only foreign women, cuz. So this is a year where you want to pick your favorite woman. You know who you like, bro. You know your preferences. That's why I don't care, brothers, if you're into snow bunnies, if you're into white chicks, Asian chicks, Latina chicks. Pick the woman you like and pick the best country from the woman you like and work towards moving there, work towards traveling there, work towards building a base there, work towards making connections there. For example, if you like Latina woman, okay, what kind of Latina woman do you like? Okay, Colombian. Okay, and what's your favorite Latin country? Colombia. Okay, so start building those roadblocks, those roadmaps, those layers, those bridges over to picking the woman of your dreams, right? And the country that's linked with her. I want to see brothers with Japanese chicks. I want to see brothers with Colombian chicks. I want to see brothers with I want to see brothers with Brazilian chicks, right? Indonesian chicks, Malaysian chicks, whatever's your preference. Foreign women are part of our agenda. I mean, passport bros, right? Passport bros traveling. And that includes foreign women. So we can't ignore foreign women. We can't abandon them. No matter race, go for your preference and go out there, meet her, and start dating foreign women. Start marrying them. Start building families with them. It's a year of prosperity, progression, and only going forward, man. So far, Python course, crypto, foreign woman are part of the agenda of 2025. So yes, there'll be content on crypto, on IT, foreign woman on this channel, brothers. The next part of our agenda, okay, is, you can see on the list here, okay, traveling. Gotta get out there, gotta get your passport, gotta start booking trips abroad. Gotta start going all around the world. Some of y'all never traveled before. Some of y'all have never stepped out your city, your state, your country. Well, this is the year to get it done. Just take that first trip, book it, whether it's Germany, whether it's Panama, whether it's Colombia, whether it's Brazil. Just book that first trip abroad, man. Book it. This year, brothers, okay? This year, everyone must be traveling. Not just watching my channel and getting inspired and sitting on your chair and smiling. I want you to actually experience it. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it, to embrace it. And the only way to do that is by traveling. Get your passport. Book that visa application. Book that passport application, bro. Start traveling. Travel, 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 travel. Because when you travel, it's going to motivate you even further to keep on pushing for success. I remember when I first visited Panama for the first time ever in 2023. I could not believe it, bro. Different world, different vibe, different feeling. Everyone on this channel must travel. Even I'm going to be traveling a lot more this year, giving you content, giving you boots on the ground intel. We must be traveling. We can't be imagining things. We can't be living through someone else. Don't live through me, bro. Don't live through me. Don't live through me. I want you to go out there, okay, and get it. Get it. Look at this, man. You see? Look at that, brothers. You see? I'm on my way back to Japan in March. I already have a local girl who wants to rest he wants to meet and rest, I'm assuming, after my plane lands. As a bonus, she's bringing a friend she wants me to meet. That's what traveling does for you, man. Look at that. That's what traveling does for you. Some of y'all just don't get it, cuz. Some of y'all just don't get it. Embrace it. Get that passport. In fact, brothers should be visiting a minimum of 5 countries this year. Actually, no, 3 to 5 countries, bro. 3 to 5 countries. So put that in your agenda. Traveling a lot more. Maybe do 3 continents. Maybe do Ghana, then Panama, then Germany. Do something, man. Get yourself out there. And I'll be traveling too this year myself. A lot more traveling. That's part of my personal agenda. My agenda is your agenda. Your agenda is my agenda. Okay? So the next part on the Passport Bros 2025 agenda, okay, is wealth. Brothers need to be building wealth. Okay? How do you build wealth? This channel is going to give you interviews of brothers that have built wealth, brothers that speak on it, right? It starts from somewhere. It starts by doing my Python course, doing Theo's cloud course, getting your first IT job. Hopefully you get paid 90K, 100K. Cool. Right? Then you take that money, some of it that you earn, you invest into assets, you invest into stocks, into crypto, index funds, ETFs. I'm gonna speak on that a lot more, brothers. Building wealth is part of the agenda in 2025, bro. Right? Then we'll discuss 401ks. We'll discuss tax-free savings accounts, right? We'll discuss high interest saving accounts or tax-free investment accounts, right? Right? We'll discuss IT, earning, taking your hard-earned cash from IT, putting it into assets, putting it into things that will build you wealth. Again, brothers should be thinking about short-term wealth and long-term wealth. What does that mean? Long-term wealth, money that you're putting down now, that you're going to cash out in 10 years' time, or in 20 years' time, or in 15 years' time. Always think 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead, 20 years ahead. That's how you build wealth, bro. Think for the future. Then short-term wealth. Okay, IT job, brothers. Hopefully your first IT job is 120K in America. America, they pay well in America, bro. They don't pay well in the UK, but they pay well in America. So brothers could be earning 120K. Well, take that money, brother. That right there, short-term wealth. Stack up, invest it, travel, bro. Crypto, stocks, ETFs, business, IT, Python course, IT skill set, tech. That's the ecosystem right there that I'm pushing for, brothers, man. Bruv, I'm telling you, man, time waits for no man. Before you know it, it'll be 2027. Then it'll be 2030. And you're thinking, yo, where did all the time go, bro? We're only 5 years away. We're only 5 years away from 2030. 5 years from now, I want to see black men passport bros become millionaires. 5 years from now, if you invested 5K in something, we want that to 5X. We want that to 10X to 50K in 5 years. That's how you build wealth, brothers, man. Wealth building, big time in 2025. From January all the way to December. Crypto stocks, crypto could help fund that wealth building foundation. That's why I want to post more videos on stocks, on crypto, write more articles on stocks and crypto on the Patreon. The Patreon will be key to your success this year. Okay. So the next part of the agenda in 2025, okay, is freedom. Freedom. We want to be free. We want to be free. We want to get out this matrix, man. We don't want to feel like we are constrained physically, mentally, socially, financially, emotionally. We want to be free in our lives, brothers. Freedom. And this freedom is something that no one can take away from Passport Bros or us. The freedom to travel to any country we want to. The freedom to work in any country we want to. The freedom to, to move from one place to another. Financial freedom, travel freedom, right? Freedom to go to Panama and pick up a nice Latina chick. Freedom to go to Japan and pick up a kawaii Japanese woman. Oh yeah, freedom. Do you feel free right now? Type a 2 in the chat if you don't feel free. Type a 1 if you feel free. Most of y'all ain't free, bruv. You're not free. It should be all 2s. You're not free. Financial freedom, IT freedom, freedom in every single areas of our lives, brothers. Think free, be free. That's where I'm heading towards, two brothers. That's where I'm pushing towards, two brothers. 2025 is the year we break all chains. 2020 is the year that all chains will be broken. Anything oppressing us, anything that's holding us back mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, socially, whatever it is broken. It is broken in Jesus' name. It's broken. It's broken. Freedom. Freedom. Okay? Health, eating right, going to the gym, right, is part of our agenda. Little alcohol, little sugar, little fat, little carbs, high protein, sleeping right, thinking right, And it's not just physical health, but it's also mental health too. Forget about regrets, forget about the past, forget about negative thoughts. It's a new year, brothers. We only thinking positively, man. We only thinking positively. That's it. That's it, bruv. Every day I wake up, every day so far in 2025, I'm waking up with passion. I'm waking up with drive. I'm waking up with a go-get-it attitude. I'm waking up with a attitude that I want the world, man. I want the world in my palm. I want the world in my palm. That's how I'm moving. That is how I'm moving. That's it. The agenda is the agenda. We got to push on forward, man. Python course, foreign woman, crypto, wealth, freedom, traveling. That's the agenda. And I also want to talk about what Theo's doing this year. Theo, are you there, bro? Can you hear me, Theo? Are you watching? Theo is a big part of the 2025 agenda. Theo will be teaching cloud this year. Okay. Theo will be doing a lot of great things this year in IT. And of course, the Black Manosphere Conference. That's part of the agenda. So you do my Python course, you do Theo's cloud course, you go to the Theo's Black Manosphere Conference to further enhance your network. Bro, how can you fail? How can you fail? It'll be impossible for you to fail. You're amongst like-minded people. You're amongst like-minded passport bros. That's why we do what. That's why me and Theo do what we do. That's why me and Theo do what we do. And as I open up the phone lines, okay, for you have to call in and tell me about your agenda. I'm telling you, the agenda is the agenda. 2025, no games. 5, 2020, 2025. Woo! 2030, 2030, it's gonna be our year. It's gonna be our year. 2025, 2026, 2027, gonna be our year. 2028, 2029. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If you have any questions, okay, call in. Right here it is. I'll post it in the chat. Let me read the super chats first. Shout out to Mr. Chill for the support. 2025 is our year, brothers. Poland, Ukraine, and Germany on my list this year. And also thank you, IP, for saving men all around the globe. Thank you both for the kind words, brother. Much appreciated. Shout out to Darius Chambers for the support. Indonesia is where it's hot. Okay, awesome, brother. Okay, I hope, brother, you make it out there to Indonesia multiple times this year, bro. Okay. And you can see over here, okay, one of my former Python students. Okay, let's see. Where is he? Shout out to you. Okay, look at this. Accountability. I took IP Python course. I remember the brother. I am now building a trading bot and a Python-based personal assistant. Do you see the things you can do with Python, man? Maybe you don't want to do IT for some reason. Maybe you want to apply your Python skill set to finance or trading. This brother has taken my material that I taught him and is now building a trading bot and a Python-based personal assistant off my training and my material and my Python course. I told you my Python course, we play no games, man. There's homework, there's labs, there's lecture slides, there's me teaching you over Zoom every Sunday. Bruv. So doing this, investing in crypto, investing in stocks, investing in assets, you're placing yourself to be a very powerful man. An ultimate passport, bro. How bad do you want this, man? How bad do you want 2025 to be your year? Because for me, 2025 gonna be my best year of my life so far. I speak it to existence. I speak it to existence. I act it to existence. This is my year, bro. Any woman that I want, no, let's be real here. Any woman that I want, I'm gonna get her, bro. All the women that I like, they're gonna like me back. That's how I feel this year, bro. Every woman that I want, every woman that I lay my eyes upon, she gonna want me. She gonna want IP. She gonna want IP forever. That's how I'm thinking. If I set my eyes on a woman, she will like me back. If I want a chick, I'm gonna get her, bro. If I want that job, I'm gonna get that job. If I want to travel there, I'm gonna travel there. If I want to make big money this year, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make big money this year, bro. If I want to be healthy this year, I'm gonna be healthy this year, bro. If I'm gonna get the bag this year, I'm gonna get the bag this year, bro. If I want to be free this year, brother, I'm gonna be free this year, bro. But if I want it all, brothers, I'm gonna get it all this year. I will get it all this year. Everything that I put my mind to, I'm gonna get it this year. Everything that I want, I'm gonna get it this year. That half Japanese, half black chick, I'm gonna get her, bro. That half Brazilian, half Ghanaian chick, I'm gonna get her, bro. F it. That house, that apartment, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Millions, I'm gonna get it. Power, I'm gonna get it. That's what I'm thinking right now, man. That's what I'm thinking right now, man. To the top, mofo. To the top, mofo. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, mofo. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Let's go. Yes. It's mine. It's yours. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. Let's get it, man. Okay? So I hope to see you, brothers, in my Python course. We start class in 10 days' time. We start class, in 2 weeks. Okay? But you have until January 21st to join. And it will go quick. Every time it gets close to the date, you're going to see spots just disappearing. Like magic. Let's go. Okay? Let's go. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. Okay? And copy, call in. And I've dropped the link in the live stream chat. If you want to share your agenda, what you're planning this year, any big goals, call in and speak on that. Let's motivate each other, man. Okay? Because this year I feel good, man. I'll be real with you. I feel good. I feel confident. I feel powerful. I feel strong. I just feel like I am international passport is going to conquer everything, man. He is. I'm a lion. I'm a king. I'm awesome. You're awesome. You're king. You're lions. Say yourself every day, bro. Positive thoughts. Leave negative thoughts behind in 2024. We 10 days in 2025. We're grinding every day cuts. I'm in the gym. I'm studying hard. I'm preparing my materials for the Python course. I'm hustling, man. I'm in it. I want it. I'm doing press-ups every day. Right. I want to be at the peak of my powers, man. I want it all, man. I want it all. I want it all. That's it. That's the agenda. That's the 2025 agenda. 2025. Power. Don't you want power? Don't you want freedom? Don't you want it all? Don't you? Well, I do. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want it all, man. I want it. Every door closed that closed on me in 2024 got open up on me 10 times fold. Every door that closed on you in 2024 got open up on you 10 times fold. I don't want no weak thinking people in this movement. I want brothers who think positive. I want brothers to keep going get it. You're gonna get it. Phone lines are open. You can call in. You can speak about your thoughts. What's your agenda? What's your move? What are you planning? You can tell me. Okay. Yo, John, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you've recovered. How you feeling, Johnny? Are you recovering? Wishing you a healthy 2025, John. John G in the chat. That's heartbreaking, bro. I hope you're okay now, brother. I hope you're recovering well. Wishing you an awesome 2025, man. Healthy, blessings, prosperity. I'm here, brothers, man. Y'all can call in. Speak, man. Speak. I'm here. I'm here. Who's here? If you're here, tap one in the chat. If you want to call in and speak about your goals this year, how you feel about the stream, let me know, bro. Can everyone please wish John G a healthy recovery? Okay, we want him back. We want him back in full health. Okay, please. Health is important, man. Right? And please take things one step at a time. Don't stress. I'm gonna be here, man. I'm here. That's facts, Ozzy. That's facts, brother. That is facts. Jam. Can you turn your camera on in the background, bro? So I know you're not a troll. Jam in the building. Yep, you're good, Jam. Jam in the building, man. I know this shit gonna be turn your camera off. This shit gonna be crazy for Jam, bro. I know that, man. That's it, man. I wanna hear Jam's agenda. Jam's. What's up, Jam? How you doing, bruv? Brother, you're not muted. You need to mute yourself, bro. What's up, Jam?
I was gonna say, how you doing? The world goes by quick. 2025, But anyway, I was gonna say, my goal for this year is to hit the 7-figure club. That's my goal for this year.
Fantastic, brother. Let's do it. And Jam, how will you fit? How will you achieve that, brother? Is that investing more into what you already have, or is that hoping that what you already have is going to 10x or 3x or 1x? Look at that for you, bro.
I'm an old school guy, so I mean, this whole crypto stuff, that's some new stuff for me. Like, I'll take a little bit of risk, but I'm just not a risky dude. So for me, I try to, gain my income as much as possible, whether that be like, earning more money at my jobs or working multiple jobs. You get the idea, right? But um, yeah, I mean, at this point, once you make a certain amount of money and you have that capital, it just starts compounding. It's compounding interest. So, I've been doing this stuff for the past 10 years. So this is the year that I'm expecting for my capital to hit seven figures. I've just been putting money in away since I've been in my first year in college. So I mean, I think I told you this last year already. I expected myself to get here, and I'm very close. I think I'll get here by May of this year. By the first half of this year, definitely.
Wow, and that's investments, right? And he's also an IT bro. He's an IT bro, brothers. So I'm saying IT, 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 IT. Let me bring Jam in again. You good, Jam? Jam,
Yeah,
that's free
I'm so
investments,
sorry.
right?
I don't know what happened there. I apologize, but yeah, it's just investments. I've been investing for the past. I've been investing since I was an adult. My mom made like a big account for me since I was 18. I've been learning about investing since I've been like 14, 15, and I've just been doing that for the past decade. So yeah.
Wow. But you know that you're in IT and you're putting that IT money into investments and see, brothers, that's a pipeline there. And that's why me and Theo push out IT. Get your money in IT, invest it, be patient, income that you have that's disposable, travel, etc., etc. The game
Yeah,
is a
let me
game, brother.
advertise for you a little bit more. Let me advertise you because I'm telling you, IP changed my life. I mean, I said IP. That might be like a Freudian slip. IP, you yourself, and IT changed my life. But let me explain how that is in a very quick way. I was already, making money because, like I said, I've been investing since I was like 18, 19 years old. I've been investing for well over a decade at this point. But the thing with IT is it allows you to work anywhere. And that's very big because, a lot of these people, I'm assuming they live in cities, right? Most people live in cities and the cost in cities is very high, especially if you're in the US. Now, I'm a city guy, I've lived in cities my entire life. But if you live in cities outside the country, shout out to my boy Ramel, right? You live in somewhere like in Vietnam, you live in Saigon, right? The price over there is very cheap compared to anywhere in the US. So if you're working in IT, you live in somewhere like Vietnam, right? Shout out to my boy Ramel, you can make you can make a lot of money while spending very little. And so for me, my goal for the past 5, 6 years has been to invest half of my income. So one half would be for bills, and the other half would be just straight investing. I won't even touch it, you know. And that's very hard to do in the U.S. I have done in the U.S., but when I was in the U.S., I was doing that. You have to understand. Granted, I lived in Miami previously, but you have to understand if I did in the U.S., um, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. But if you're outside the U.S., your passport, bro, like how you explain out here, you can live a very good frugal life while also not making too many sacrifices and making a lot of investments. So that's why when I found out about your stream, because I was already into this, I think 2022 was like when the passport bro thing became a lot more mainstream,
Hmm.
and I was already looking into it. But finding your stream especially because dude, you pretty much touched what countries haven't you touched? That's what I want to know. Like, I mean, yeah, any country you haven't touched, you gotta whatever country you haven't touched, you need to like get that out the way 2025. Like I feel like at the end of 2025, you should have touched every country on the planet. You need to like at this point when 2025 ends, you need to tell me the only intel you shouldn't have is like remote islands or like Area 51 or something like that. You know? So you were actually a big reason why I went to my first country, the Philippines, and et cetera, and Thailand and places like after that. But yeah, essentially, when you can work remotely, it allows you to essentially choose your budget. Because if you're in America, like I said, I lived in Miami, I lived in New York, I lived in San Francisco, I lived in Los Angeles. Those are very expensive cities. Now you can live frugally. You can live off one paycheck. Most people, if they have one job, they'll have two paychecks a month. And sometimes I had one job, sometimes I had two, sometimes I had three. You get the idea. But let's say you just have one job, because most people have that. Most people are gonna, they're gonna pay their bills with one paycheck, and then maybe they'll pay their bills with another one, and they'll have a little bit more on the side. But if you're remote, you could, and you're living abroad, you could probably pay your bills with half a paycheck if you're in IT. Abroad. Like the reason I bring up Ramel is because that was a very recent stream. And you mentioned about like his apartment being like $400 or $500. Let's say $1,000 to be clear, right? We all know that if you're learning Python, I actually started with Python, by the way, which is funny because you mentioned the whole Python thing. I learned Python. I now mainly use Java in my job, but I started out with Python because I did CS50, the Harvard course. So it's very. I would really recommend learning coding, like learning Java through IP's course. This is coming from someone who majored in engineering with a dual major, graduated with both degrees, and then learned and then learned Python afterwards. Um, it is very imperative, especially in today's day and age in 2025, to learn this because Python has the most opportunity for you to work remotely. And I think that's the biggest key for you to make as much income as you can. And essentially, the biggest thing I would say is that um, the more income you make, especially when you're working abroad, the more you can save. That's my biggest thing. So right now, like I said, my biggest thing for the past 4 or 5 years was to save about half my income, or to invest half my income. I've been able to invest way more than that. I was able to invest about half when I was in the US, but now that I've been abroad, I've been able to invest like 70, 80% of my income. And it's just nice. It's just fantastic. So I don't want to keep gassing lighting you, but yeah, anyway, my goal this year, like I said, is to hit 7 figures. I'm very close to that goal. According to my projections, I should hit that around March or April. And if I do, when I do, I'll take a screenshot, send it to the private chat for UIP because you've seen me when I had, a little less than a half a million, and so it's just crazy how the world works when you put in the effort.
Thanks. I need to salute you, Jam, for being an IT bro, being out there in Brazil, investing, now almost touching seven figures. If you hold that 5 years time, that might be a cool 5 mil. This is it, man. So well done, brother. You're building wealth, man. Absolutely, and that's what we want to hear. That's what I want for every brother on this platform, man. This is awesome. This is awesome, man.
Oh,
Fantastic.
another thing, very quick. Another thing is that when you're abroad, I'm assuming for my American brothers, I don't know who people who are living abroad, but for my American brothers, I'm not sure what it's like in the UK. But if you make under, I think it's 130,000 this year, it changes every year. But you can look it up. You can claim foreign exemption tax. And it essentially means as long as you make less than 130K, 140K, something around that, you don't pay any tax. And even if you make more than that, let's say you make 150, 160, 200, you're only going to pay tax on the amount that you make over that. So let's say the threshold is 130 and you make 200,000. You're only going to pay tax on the 70K that you make over. So if you're coming from a big income, a big tax state like me, like New York, California, and now you're living abroad where you're paying like a minimal to no tax, you're gonna get a very, very big fat income. You're gonna get a very big fat tax check, like a what's it called, refund check. I forgot what they call it, but essentially you get a refund check. It's like if you were in college, how you're in college, you get that check, but you get the student loans. It's like that, but times like 5 or 10. So you get all that money back. And I actually like the way it is because I mean, if you're very studious, if you're very what's the word I'm looking for? If you're very discipline, right, then you could save your money. But a lot of people are not like that. Even myself, a little bit, I'm not like that. But if you get taxed this way, you get all the money back at once. And I feel like once you get all the money back at once, you're more likely to invest it into your future than if you were to just get it trickled down. Like let's say you get $1,000 extra a month. You're more likely to blow that, spend the money, chill, especially if you're going abroad and everything's cheap. But if you get all it back at once, you get like a 20, 30, 40, $50,000 check. I think most people, including myself, are more likely to invest it because they see, okay, this is a lot of money. I can use it to make more money. And so you're just living abroad is just a cheat code. I mean, it's the biggest cheat code I've ever found out. I mean, the first cheat code was just working remotely and then just living anywhere in the US. But after realizing I could live anywhere in the world, I mean, it's open doors for me.
There you go, man. Incredible, bro. Incredible. But what about your travel plans for this year? What's your agenda? I know you mentioned Japan, but any other countries you might hit up?
Yeah, so the two countries mainly is Japan and Thailand. Thailand because they just opened up a new visa, which is a digital nomad visa, which essentially you can live in the country for like pretty much almost a whole year. So they allow you to stay there for 6 months before you renew, but you can renew again for another 6 months. So 180 days. So 180 days times two, that's what, 360. You know, each year is 365 unless you're in a leap year, which is 366. You could stay in the country for 360 days, and you don't have to be out of the country for 5 days. So Thailand's a very big thing for me. I have a lot of connections there. And like I said, when I first called you, I had almost no connection. I think I went to Thailand once. I can't remember if I called you before I went to Thailand or not. I think I called you after I went to Thailand. So I think that's what it is. But my whole thing is that yeah. So my two countries is Thailand and then Japan. I haven't been to Japan yet, but I've been practicing my Japanese. I've been using Anki. It's actually funny because I've just been studying. Actually, well, I saw your stream. I saw on YouTube. They notified me. They said it could be like 8 o'clock, and then it went to 8:30, and then it went to 9:30. And well, you can see the time zone difference. Like I'm sure it's like different in Brandon, but I'm in Rio, so you can see the time zone difference. But those are two main countries I want to go to. I want to go to Japan and Thailand. So I'm working on my Thai visa right now because it would be nice. I already have a Brazilian visa to stay here for the whole year and all that stuff. But if I could stay in Thailand as well, that's very good. So now I can stay in South America because I already know Spanish. I speak Spanish very well. I speak Portuguese pretty well. My goal, another goal for this year is to be fluent, like completely fluent in Portuguese. I speak Portuguese pretty. Let me not curse. I speak Portuguese pretty well. I understand it very well, but sometimes I might not be able to know the words. So this year I was like, you know what? I want to know 20,000 Portuguese words. So I've been using on keys and things like that to perfect my Portuguese. But I also want a place in the south, like in the Asia region, and Thailand is the place for me because the visa is the most acceptable. I mean, Japan is very good. You have a 3 month visa. However, Thailand allows you to have. They just opened up this visa right now, and they allow you to essentially stay there the whole year. The only things you need to have is you need to have around $15,000 to $20,000 in the U.S. and you need to be able to show that you're able to make like $4,000 or $5,000 annually, which for me is no problem. So, like I said, if you're doing an IP stream, you get an IP job. I mean, you get an IT job. You're gonna be able to take advantage of these opportunities, and I just think you really should take advantage of this.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. But in terms of like a woman, so I know you got a Brazilian chick, but um, wifey this year, brother? Put a ring on it, or what's your foreign woman plan for this year, bro?
Yeah, man. So like I said before, when I was in the US, right, I was a dog. Let's just put it that way. I mean, if you heard my first stream with you, you know how it is. I'm not gonna rehash that, but I was a dog. And I thought I was a dog because, I just wanted to be a dog, but in reality it was just because that was the only option I was given with. So when you don't have quality, you replace quality with quantity. And as I've been outside the US, I started to realize, all right, that there's some more quantity over here. So that's actually part of the reason why I wanted to get very good with my Portuguese because I met a good girl out here, and I want to be able to speak with her intimately, kind of the ways I could speak with you as well. I couldn't speak. Let me put it this way: my Portuguese is very good. I can understand really well, but I couldn't have this conversation with her in the same way I could have with you in English, right? So my Portuguese is just not that great yet. So I was just okay with essentially just adapting. I'm like, okay, I'll live here, I'll learn stuff. And yeah, you'll learn a lot of stuff. You'll learn essentially how to, like, the languages, you'll learn the words that you need to get by. But if you want to have like deep, conversations, right? Profundo, as a Portuguese word for deep, right? Then you're gonna have to spend a little more time to learn Portuguese. And for me, I think being here in Brazil is the number one place for me because, like I said, it's very similar to America in the sense that, anyone could be Brazilian. You could be white, black, anything in between. You could be Brazilian. And so I like that. So Brazil is like my main place, but I still want to go to Asia because, before I found out about Brazil, I was dead set on Asia. So I still want to check out Asia. I mean, if Asia presents anything more, then maybe I'll choose Asia. But right now, I mainly like Brazil because of one. I mean, two reasons. One, because actually four reasons. One, because I'm black and I can fit in here. Two is that the language is easy to learn than Thailand, than Thai or any other Asian language. Let's just be real, you know. I didn't know Spanish, so learning Portuguese is very similar, right? Three is the time zone, and then four is just I'll be honest with you, I personally like the women in Brazil, where I think they look better than the women in Asia. So those are the four things, and I want a black girl, at least some sort of black heritage, recently. So that's my plan for 2025.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, brother. So I was gonna say, so you've been in Brazil for 1 year. I think we got to do an update stream in terms of how you found your current girlfriend, dating there, your plans for her. How do we date out there? How do you actually date her? Do you pay the bills, etc., etc.? So let's get that done this year, bro. I think you've been there for 1 year, right? And brothers, feel free to call in, brothers, if you want to chime in. Yeah, Jam, you've been in Brazil for 1 year, right?
Yeah, I apologize. I'm using a new phone. I have 6 phones here in Brazil, and this is the first phone. Yeah, I know you're laughing. Everyone always laughs when I show all the phones I have. I apologize, but this is the first phone I'm using. Like I've always used my other phone or my tablet or my computer. This is the first phone that I've used to call you on the stream, so I apologize. I'm having a lot of problems with it, a lot of issues. But yeah, I've been collectively in Brazil for about 1 year. I was here for vacation for 2 months, and then I came here in April. So it's been what, 8 months now, plus the 2 months. So it's been like 10, 11 months. So yeah, I've been in Brazil for collectively around 1 year now.
Wow. Okay, brother. Yeah, but let's get that 1 year stream done. Yeah.
I've said this to you for months now. Like I want to redo the stream because I feel like I gave a lot of bad information. I mean, maybe not bad, but if you speak only English, I think the stream is good. Right? If you only speak English, right? If you're a dog brother like me, and you don't speak English, I think the stream is good. But as you start to learn the language, right, opportunities are going to open up to you. So yeah, I do agree with making an update.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. I'll email you, brother. This is good, man. Happy. Things are going very well for you, brother. Super happy. Let's go. So, brothers, feel free to call in if you want to chime in about your year, your agenda. Phone lines are open. Okay, this is good, bro. Now, what about in terms of career, new job, or actually, why do you have 6 phones? What's up with that? Is it for women or?
Yeah, I got a new cert. I got a new cert in December of last year. So I don't
No,
want to say
stop,
the
brother.
exact cert, but yeah, I've done that. I'm always trying to improve. So
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
not getting complacent.
Why do you have 6 phones?
Yeah, I gotta make a whole video about this. But I mean, okay, so I'm an Android guy. I like Android phones. I like Android tablets. But also, if you're in the US, right, iPhone is king. Like people essentially look at you like you're poor unless you have an iPhone, which is crazy because I have the new Fold, and the new Fold's like $2,000 new. You know, so I have the Fold, but they still think I'm poor because I don't have the iPhone. So I have the latest iPhone, but the latest iPhone in the US. Now in the UK, I think it's different, but in the US, they don't have a physical SIM card for the iPhone. So I think in Europe it's different. But in the US, right, it's all eSIM. And that's good and bad, right? It's bad because in the sense that if you lose your phone, essentially you lose your number when you're abroad. Because I essentially lost my phone out here when I was traveling, and I called my carrier, and they said they couldn't do a transfer a new eSIM because I have a bunch of phones, but they said they couldn't transfer my number to my new phone once I'm in the States. So that's very bad for me because essentially I had to travel back to the States. I don't want to go back to the States. So I had to go back in order to get my new number transferred to my new phone. And this is the reason why I got an eSIM. Right? I mean, this is the reason why I got a physical SIM because with a physical SIM, it's just if you want to transfer your number to a new phone, it's as easy as just changing the SIM card from one phone to another. With an eSIM, you need to be in a physical location in order to transfer your number. So, at least in the US, right, because the iPhones don't have physical SIM cards. So because of that, I have the newest iPhone, but then I also have an older iPhone, the iPhone 13, because after the iPhone 14 in the US, they stopped having physical SIM cards. So I got the iPhone 13 to have a SIM card. So I have 2 iPhones. So one with the SIM card, one with the physical SIM card, and the one with the eSIM. So that way I can just transfer my number through phones, and then I have 4 Android phones. I have the Fold, because the Fold is very useful for me, or as a software engineer, being able to have a big tablet is very useful for me. Or I can just fold my phone out and have like a 9-inch tablet that's very useful for my work. I also have the latest Android. Well, not the latest anymore, because I think they just released the S25, but I had the latest until like a week or 2 weeks ago. And then if you know about anything about the Samsung, because I'm a big Samsung guy. If you know anything about the Samsung lineup, they removed the SD card after the S20 Ultra. And I take photography. I'm a big photography guy. I take videos, photography. So I use micro SD cards for pretty much all my stuff, because it's like, I mean, you could use an SD card, but why not use a micro SD card where you can use it for all your devices? So after they switched that up, I kept the S20 Ultra because I want to have a micro SD card. So when I take video with my camera, I use my drone or my GoPro or um, my Pocket S3, my Pocket 3, anything essentially like that. I can just essentially, as soon as I take the video, I can pop it into my phone and see what the video looks like. So I have phones for that, and then the last thing I have a phone for, it's a very old phone, but I have it for the headphone jack. If you're in a lot of poor countries, they don't tend to have Bluetooth phones, and I want to be able to have a phone that has a headphone jack, and a lot of these newer phones don't have that. So that's the reason why I have 6 phones. Every phone has to function. I'm telling you, it's not just me just flexing. There's a reason why I have all the phones.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, brother, so no new job this year, no new sats, just carrying on what you're doing.
I mean, this year just started. I got a new cert, like, what is it, a month ago, So
Nice.
yeah, I got new certs. I'm got new certs specifically in the cybersecurity field, but I haven't worked in cybersecurity yet. I'm just building my resume in case I want to switch over, because my goal is to stay remote. Remote has changed my life, so I don't want to have to go back to work. My biggest thing is to get like around 4 to 5 million capital, because at that point, right, even if you have 3 million, let's say you make 5% interest a year, you make $150,000 a year. And that's good. That's good money to live in the U.S. But abroad, that's very good money. Unless you're living somewhere very expensive, like you're living in Singapore or something like that. So my goal has always been to just stay remote until I build that capital. That's why I'm very excited to make $1 million this year, because once I make $1 million, then 2 million won't be too far. I mean, it's taken me 10, 11, 12 years to make $1 million, but it'll probably take me like half the time, maybe a quarter of the time, to make 2 million. Right? It's called compound interest. And so once you have around a couple millions right in the bank, you just invest in like the S&P 500. You have to get 5% returns, right? 5% returns on 5 million is $250,000 a year. So I'm living less than that right now. So I don't even need that. So I'm just very, like I said, when I started this, a decade ago, I just never thought I was gonna get to this point. Like, it's so far away, you don't think it's gonna happen. You just kind of just keep doing it, and then one day it's like losing weight. You just keep doing the things to lose weight, and then one day, you can see your abs. Yeah.
Facts, bro. Facts. So Jam, right? So, he dropped off. This is good. This is good conversation, man. This should be motivating you, brothers. Again, brothers, man, like join the Python course, join what we're doing, because you two can be like Jam. Jam, turn your camera off. I'm bringing Jam. Jam, so I got a question, right? So with your investment stuff, right? I'm assuming that your investments are in America, your investment accounts. You have an American bank. So while you're in Brazil, you get paid in American dollars, and then you invest your American dollars in your American from your American account into your American investment, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Any sort of FX charge or any sort of no, right? No FX. That wouldn't make any sense.
It's only if you take the profit. So I have never, I've only taken profit for my investments once, and I also flex, right, when I was in college, to buy like a BMW, right? I don't recommend doing this. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't real quick, right, for the young dudes who are watching this, right? If you're gonna bag the girl, right, without the car, you're gonna bag the same girl without a car with a car. I mean, let's say you buy like a Lambo, but at that point, you're just getting gold diggers. When I bought the BMW, I didn't get any girl that I couldn't get without a BMW. All it did was just made the girls I was going to get be more sure in the decision. You know what I mean? Like they would like me, and then they would come into my car and be like, "Oh wow, here's this car," and then they would essentially mess with me quicker, if you know what I'm saying. But it wasn't like I couldn't mess with her without the car. So I wouldn't recommend doing what I did. But yeah, I've only ever taken out the money once, right? For me, it's just a big, like, I just put the money in. It's like, it's good to know that I have the money there. I've only ever taken money out of my investments once. But yeah, as long as you don't sell, right? I mean, you could sell and put it back in other stocks, but as long as you don't keep it in cash, you don't have to pay any what is called capital gains, and at that point, you don't have to pay any taxes. This is U.S. taxes. I'm not sure how it's like in Britain, but in the U.S., as long as you keep your money in stocks, you're not going to pay until you make a profit.
Awesome. Any callers? Let me bring Jam in again.
Okay, if I leave this time, I'm going to switch phones. I apologize. I didn't expect this to happen this much. I apologize. If I leave this time, I'll switch phones.
No worries, man. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you're investing while you're abroad. Cool. Okay, so that would make any sense. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Also, like, let me see. So if you sell, so when you sell an investment, right, you're gonna have the cash in your investment account, and you can use that cash in your investment accounts buy another bunch of stocks. It's only when you send the cash to your bank account that's when you have capital gains, right?
Yeah. But if you keep it in cash, that's when you pay tax. If you sell and then buy more stocks, right? As long as you hold the stocks, you won't have to pay any taxes.
Okay. Yeah, but okay, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. If you keep the cash in your account, yeah, okay. That makes sense, bro. Awesome, man. Thank you, Jam. Jam, any I'm gonna end this stream, no one's gonna call in, but I've said my agenda. Brother, do you want any closing statements from you, Jam, in terms of the agenda or motivating brothers?
Yeah, one more thing for Americans, specifically, right? If you're living abroad, like myself, most places, I mean, it's different for every place, but for the most part, 6 months, right? If you live in the place 6 months or less, you won't have to pay any taxes. So find two places that you really like. For me, it's Thailand, Brazil, right? And you can go to the places as well. But as long as you live in a place 6 months or less, you won't have to pay any taxes to those places. So if you don't want to pay any taxes, because originally I wanted to go to Puerto Rico, but that was during the whole the fiasco, if you know what I'm saying. So it was very, the rules are different there, so I just didn't want to take that risk. But if I know you're from Britain, so I know it's a little different. But in the U.S., as long as you live in a place right when you're abroad 6 months or less, and you make less, and I'm assuming most people make less than me, So if you make less than $130,000 a year, and you're abroad, you're going to essentially pay no taxes. I know a lot of people who make like $190,000, $80,000 a year, and they pay literally no tax. So that's the only thing you have to worry about when you're living abroad is to make sure you don't live in another country too long, where you owe taxes to that country. So if you don't do that, I mean, if you want to pay taxes, you can. But if you don't want to do that, then just stay in the country less time than they require to pay tax. In Brazil, 6 months. In Thailand, it's also 6 months. Most places are 6 months, but look up the laws or have a lawyer like I did. And essentially, you won't pay any taxes for all the work, for all the money you're doing. So imagine you're working from home, you're making good salary, you don't pay tax. I mean, this is like you can't be. I mean, unless you're like a ball player, you're very athletic, you can't beat this deal.
So, brother, have you for you? So, do you leave Brazil every 6 months? So your visa renews, so you don't pay tax.
Yeah, I have. So for this year, I'll be paying because I've stayed here in Brazil longer than the 6 months. So I'll be paying, and it's actually more than America. But I'm willing to pay it at least for this year. I'm gonna do it consistently. That's the reason why I'm looking into that Thai visa because I don't want to keep paying that. But yeah, I will be paying the Brazilian tax, and it is higher than the U.S. But I'm used to paying New York tax and California tax, so it's not too crazy. But if you don't want to be paying tax like how I have been paying, then the way to do it is to stay in the place for 6 months or less. For the most part, for most countries, or at least the countries that people talk about, pay 6 months or less. Right? If you stay in the country for 6 months or less, you want to pay any taxes. Essentially, you want to pay taxes to anyone. So that's from America. I don't know how the UK taxes work, but from America, that's the way it works. If you're not living in the US, if you're in the US, if you're only in the US, if you're abroad for 330 days or more, so that means 35 days in the US or less, then you know you don't have to pay any taxes in the US. That's just how it works. So this year I will be paying taxes to Brazil, but I'm hoping that well, not this year, last year, but I'm hoping that in 2025 and beyond, I'll move differently in a way where I don't have to pay any taxes at all.
So, but so would you pay taxes in both America and Brazil? Because I'm assuming when you get your paycheck, taxes taken out, or maybe not if you're a contractor.
Yeah, so the way it works, right? You are correct. Taxes are taken out, but there's something called when you file your. So in America, we have this like called something called tax season. It's where all the the people be buying the spinning rims and the all that crap. You know what I'm saying? So because they get that refund check. So it's around March, April. But if you're like me, right, and you're abroad, you'll get a very, very handsome refund check in April or May whenever you file it. So I have been paying taxes all this year, and I actually prefer it that way because now if you're very disciplined, then you wouldn't prefer it because money to a dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow. But most people are not disciplined. I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm disciplined like this. So I prefer to have it where they take my money, where I can't spend it, and then when I file for my taxes, they refund me because then it makes it so that I'm forced to save the money. So even if I blew all my paycheck, all my cash right now, I would still have like a $40,000-$50,000 paycheck right once I file for my taxes because that's the money the government owes me right at the whole full year of me overpaying for taxes. So especially when you're abroad, you only get paid tax in one country, right? Unless you're stupid. So for me this year, I'll be in Brazil. I won't be paying tax in the US. I'll be showing that I'll be paying tax in Brazil, and they're going to refund me all that cash that they're supposed to owe me for that whole year.
Nice. So, Baba, so you be in Brazil, right? Paying. Okay, so while you're in Brazil, paying your taxes in Brazil, will they also be taking money out from the US, but the US will pay you back in the tax
No,
year?
it's a
Or
one.
do you
So okay,
tell-
according to my lawyer, right, it's like a one-time payment or whatever. So I pay that. I actually already paid that last month, but I pay that, and then that's like good for the whole year or for where I was at. That's why it's a little bit complicated because I'm not gonna lie, the tax structures, at least in these Latin countries, are a little more convoluted. U.S. is notorious for having convoluted tax laws. I don't want to talk bad about Brazil because the U.S. has the same structure, but it's a little bit different because I'm from the U.S., so I guess I'm used to it. But yeah, you're just gonna be, for the most part, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna get taxed each paycheck like how in Brazil, like how you are in the U.S. You're gonna be paying like a one-time thing. Right? You'll show your income, and then that's about it. And then for the U.S., they'll refund you all the money that you've paid. So for me, I lived in a state where they have no state tax. So all I have to worry about is federal tax, and they refund that after the whole year when I show them that I've not lived in the U.S. for more than 35 days.
Amazing, bro. Nice, nice. Well done, Jam. Yo, thank you for calling in, Jam. Wishing you a successful and prosperous 2025.
Yeah, I'm wishing myself that as well. All right, likewise. Peace out, man. Thank you. Stream.
Take it easy, man. Thank you,
Wait, hold
brother.
up. Before I let you go, right?
Yeah,
The Japan stream. Like I'm really, like I said, you already know I'm trying to go to Japan in April. So what's up with that?
it's coming very soon, man. It's coming very, very soon. Don't worry, bro. Very, very soon. Sooner than you think. Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Take it easy, bro. Thank you, Jam. All right, brothers. That was a great stream. That's the agenda. I wish you all a prosperous 2025. And I hope I'll see you, brothers, on the next stream, the next video, and look after yourselves, man. Okay? See you in the Python course. Peace out.